The Federal Reserve Bank of America is rumored to be working with Ripple following some comments by Jerome Powell. If you don't know who Jerome Powell is, Jerome Hayden Powell, born February 4th of 1943, is the American attorney and investment banker who served over the 16th chair of the Federal Reserve of the United States of America. He's held this position for the last 5 years, since 2018, and looks to be continuing his career within the Federal Reserve of the United States of America. All of this news was uncovered after a tweet by NotFinancialAdvice.Crypto stating, was there a subtle nod to Ripple at yesterday's press conference for the Federal Reserve, or was it just a coincidence? Citing the fact that Jerome says he's been a Grateful Dead fan for 50 years, and the Congressman Willie Nickel responds, I found one universal truth, I like people who like the Grateful Dead. The third thing that links all this together is in Ripple's 2018 video about how they got started. Chris Larson says, we've always loved the Grateful Dead, and explains how they needed to acquire the Ripple domain from a Grateful Dead fan who owned it because of their song Ripple. That being said, let's go ahead and roll the 30-second clip.
And then we also were lucky enough to be able to acquire the URL for Ripple, which is kind of a funny story. It came from a Grateful Dead super fan. It's related to the song Ripple from the Grateful Dead. We always loved the Grateful Dead.
From public reporting that you were at the most recent Dead & Company show. How was the show? Did you like it?
Oh, it was terrific. What can I say? So it was great. I've been a Grateful Dead fan for 50 years. So,
well, I've found one universal truth that I like people who like the Grateful Dead.
But that is one of the very many things that brings us to the Federal Reserve using and partnering with Ripple. In fact, the Federal Reserve of Atlanta, which is part of the USA, has released a report talking about Web3 and finance that mentions Ripple specifically. And on top of that, they mention XRP, the crypto coin, and describe it as an international payment medium or wholesale settlement coin. And even though this article that I'm about to show you guys is backdated, it shows you guys the close link between the government / the Federal Reserve and Ripple. In a recent interaction with Coindesk.com, Federal Reserve Bank's Vice President and Research Director David Avitol acknowledged Ripple network for utilizing Bitcoin's original ledger at its best. But most importantly, here is where things get serious. He said that you could actually see which bank is sending money to which bank on this Fed coin blockchain. So if the Fed was to make an emergency loan to one of these entities, you'd be able to observe who is the recipient of the loan and how much, stated Avitol by drawing an imaginative scenario to elaborate his point. Now, I'm going to make a separate video on this because I think it's so important, and it truthfully, and I'm not kidding when I tell you guys this, it links Ripple and the Federal Reserve together. And this is very, very important and is very good for the future of XRP. Before I reveal to you guys some more breaking news content, I do want to ask that you guys please simply tap that like button, subscribe to the channel for all the breaking news and all the research that I do, because it's very interesting and you guys will definitely enjoy it, and share this video to your friends and family. We're also going to be doing a free 100 XRP giveaway. All you're going to have to do is tap that subscribe button. Once we hit 20,000 subscribers, we're going to roll the giveaway winner, and hopefully it is you. That being said, let's get right back into the video. Now, thinking at the scale of the Federal Reserve Bank of America and how much money it actually operates on a day-to-day basis and how much money it sends out and does transactions with. If all of this money were to flow into the XRP ledger, you guarantee that the price of XRP is going to be different than what it is now. It's more money flowing in, it's more money staying in, thus the value has to go up. XRP is a supply and demand system like every other cryptocurrency. The more the demand of XRP, the smaller the supply is, thus the value of XRP has to go up in value. And it's been made clear to us that for the Federal Reserve Bank of America to officially accept XRP, or for majority of the banks, matter of fact, don't even talk about central banks, let's talk about typical banks to use XRP or to use any cryptocurrency want stability. You cannot have a coin that is volatile and use it to do payments. And David Short, Triple CTO, made that clear in one of his tweets when he said XRP can't be cheap. And I'll put the clip right, or the tweet to which he references $1 million per XRP, or $1 and 100 million XRP, and how if it was 1 million per one coin, it would be substantially cheaper than if you were to have 1 million XRP valued at $1 each. He also re-emphasized, and this is the point that I want to make, very close attention to, the fact that it would not be practical for somebody to have 1 million XRP valued at $1 each, because it would move the market too much. And he makes this clear in using the Bitcoin example, citing when Bitcoin were only $300 per Bitcoin, it would move the market too much and be too expensive to be practical. So higher prices make payments cheaper. And this is exactly what we're talking about here. Higher prices for XRP make payments cheaper because it does allow you less fees per transaction, and to top it all up, it's not practical because it moves the market so much because of the low value of XRP. So for the Federal Reserve Bank of America to even use XRP, they're going to want to stabilize it. And then you get into a lot of the rumors like, is it going to be backed by gold? Is it going to be worth $1 million per XRP? This aspect is all speculation, but what we do know is it has to be stable. XRP has to be stable because otherwise no financial institution, no central bank is going to use it. And so for XRP to be stable, the value has to go up, meaning that on its own, to be practical, XRP has to be worth higher than what it is now. Another crazy thing is the International Monetary Fund. Also, again, another huge financial sector that Ripple is into. The IMF acknowledges it cannot ban Bitcoin, Ethereum, but most importantly, Ripple XRP. So we're seeing all these monetary funds, all these, money bags go and partner with Ripple and want to use XRP and want to use the Ripple in the system. The price of XRP has to be stagnant. It has to be stable. It has to not move. And so to get to that point, like we talked about earlier, we are going to see a massive pump. But understand that once this pump happens, we are going to be stagnant. XRP is not going to be the money-making coin that everybody's talking about, that XRP is going to keep on pumping and it's going to never stop. That is not true. XRP is going to pump, it's going to do a massive pump, but then it's going to stabilize, because if XRP were to keep going up in value, again, the Federal Reserve is not going to want to use it because it won't be stable anymore. Because let's say XRP is worth $1, you want to transfer $100, all of a sudden tomorrow the $100 that you sent is worth $110. That means you could have sold or sent less XRP and it would have similarly sent the 100 payment that you needed to pay. Hopefully you guys understood that. But the point is that it can't go up rapidly and it can't go down rapidly. It can't go down or up at all in general here. It has to be stable. It has to be XRP is $1 or not. XRP is $100 or not. It can't be a mix of, it may be $100 today, it's $101 tomorrow, it's $105 the day after, it's $90 the next day. You can't have that. And so this is the importance of looking at the potential of XRP, because the most potential aspect of it is how high is the XRP price going to pump for it to be stable. And this is where you get into, like I said, all the speculation. People are predicting $30,000, others $10,000. Really, you can shoot your shot and hope that you land the right number, but there is no clear number. We can't tell you it's going to be 10, we can't tell you it's going to be 100. And this is why I never ever give my price predictions in my videos. I say, here's my prediction of $7 to $13 after settlement, if settlement were to even happen, but anything after that is not what I say. I show you guys tweets, I tell you this guy said that, this Twitter account says 100 XRP are going to be worth $1 million. Everybody's giving you different price predictions, but I show you guys these numbers so that I can show you guys what is the most trending price prediction out there. Now, it doesn't mean that these price predictions are actually viable. So talking about 100 XRP being worth $1 million, you're predicting about a 10,000 per XRP price prediction. And while that may be possible and it may actually happen, there is no firm confirmation that it will. So it's all based on pure prediction. There's no facts to these numbers. It is hopefully XRP gets to 10,000 because that's the number that it will be stable on. Now, it could be more, because if XRP can't even stabilize at $10,000 and it has to be, let's say, $50,000 to stabilize, then you understand that the Federal Reserve and these, massive financial institutions that have a lot of wealth are going to pay or force the price of XRP to reach that so they can begin to use it. Now, it could also happen at $10 to where they maybe try and stabilize it at that. And if it does stabilize, then they're going to stop. But understand that there is no real digits when we talk about XRP, and understand that there is going to be a buyback that comes along with it. They're going to buy back your XRP. They are going to buy back your XRP. Let's make this clear, because a lot of people are trying to say that, we're going to hodl forever, and maybe you are one of the few that do, but a lot of people are going to sell before that because they are going to want to get back XRP so that they can use it into their ledger. Remember that RippleNet system needs XRP for liquidity to facilitate these payments. So if the Federal Reserve wants to use XRP or the RippleNet system, then Ripple or somebody has to provide them with XRP. And so that's what is crucial about everything that we're talking about today. I do want to quickly pause for a second. I'm going to go grab a coffee, but let's go ahead and roll the sponsor of today. Now, before we move further into this video, if you're trying to make yourself a ton of XRP by staking it, you have to use Dexpool, which is linked in the description. Now, I do want to say that they just sponsored this video, but they are actually one of the greatest platforms platforms that I personally use to stake my XRP, and I've been staking with them for some time. Now keep in mind, they give you your profits every single 8 hours and have over $386 million in total protocol liquidity, and that's increasing on a daily basis. They also have over 383 pairs and feature all of the top cryptocurrencies, including some of these smaller ones as well, so you can basically stake any cryptocurrency that you hold. And to top it off, for you guys, they're doing a 100 XRP liquidity bonus, in which you get a 10-day liquidity bonus. The offer is limited, and make sure you guys take advantage of this. Again, the link is down in the description. They have a bunch of options like top up, withdraw, and view your transactions, and it is extremely simple to do all of this, and you can actually complete it in only a few clicks. I personally have not only been able to withdraw my profits, but also my initial investment, and they allow you to unlock your liquidity at any point in time and reap the rewards still that you have gained, so you basically don't lose. That being said, make sure you guys do use the link in the description, and let's get right back into the video. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I want to make it clear once again that I'm not a financial or legal advisor, so none of this is legal or financial advice. Make sure you guys do go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and follow me on all my social media links in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Crypto Geek out. Peace!